Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of SlickTopia. My name is Slick and this is the series where we're playing Tango Tech's TekTopia mod with a few other mods thrown in for fun. So, we had an exciting time last time and I am pleased to announce that I have been very busy in between episodes. So, let's get started with this time lapse and let me know what you think. And there she is. Tell me what you think about this. This is our brand new library. So I noticed that last episode I overlooked the roof that I mentioned that I wanted to fix. And the reason I didn't get around to that is because I felt like the whole building just needed to come down. We didn't have enough space. We were constantly running overcrowding issues. Psst, down here. I just thought we could do better. And then I also decided that the location we had before, right over here, just wasn't really, it just didn't go there, and there wasn't enough space. So right now we've got it over here right next to the school. I just think that it's a good spot for it. And inside we've got plenty of space. And now we don't run into any issues with overcrowding. It is still possible if every one of our villagers wanted to come in here. I didn't feel like it was necessary to make it big enough to hold every villager because they're not all going to be here at the same time. So we've got plenty of space. I had to get a little creative with the lighting, so that way, I mean, we've got the mega torch, so we don't have mobs spawning anyway, but I wanted it to be well lit. So yeah, I really enjoyed this build, and let me know what you think of it down in the comments. And then I showed over here, this is where we took down the old library. I've still got this little mound under here is our nether portal, which, you know, we'll have to get that sorted out at some point. I'll have to do a nether portal build somewhere. Just not sure where yet. So another thing that happened in between episodes, first off, I have been doing a ton of trading with the merchant, and this is how many emeralds we're up to. And you can see I've spent some. We need to get some more clerics going, so I went ahead and already bought the tokens. And I've actually recruited a few more villagers, so I'll point them out as we see them, but we picked up some more guards. We got another chef. I went ahead and found another enchanter, because I feel like, we need more books. That's one of the things that the merchant always wants, and I never have enough books, so I wanted to make another enchanter. Psst. Hey, she's working her way up right now, but yeah, we actually got some nomads, and it's really funny because in the beginning of TekTopia, when you first start, you're waiting for nomads so you can get your villagers started, but then once you get to a certain point, you almost never get them anymore, so it kind of makes you want to get them just because, hey, they're already there. So yeah, pretty excited about some new faces around, and we've got some big plans for this episode. So the big project that I wanted to cover in this episode, but I just haven't been able to record, is cleaning up this storage room. So let's take a look and see what I've done. In here, you can see we've got everything labeled now. I went ahead and added trap chests, and because the villagers interact with them just fine, and now we don't have any issues with multiple items in a chest. Every single chest is one item. So all of our backup storage is here, our overflow, and every item that we need to have a spot for villagers to access, they have a spot. Except wool. I don't think they need wool for anything. Yeah, I can take that one out. But yeah, so I've got all of our iron tools sorted into one chest, all of our iron gear sorted into another. Same with diamonds. And those are these 4 chests here are the only ones that have, or 5 counting the leather, are the only ones that have multiple items in them. And they're non-stackable items, so it works out just fine. So yeah, we got all this cleaned up, and now we've got much bigger storage here. So it's a lot easier to find things. Oh, hey, Emerald. What's up, buddy? So yeah, I'm pretty excited about how this turned out. I still want to do a little more decoration in here, make it look a little better, because it kind of looks just plain. But I felt it was important to keep as much of the big windows as possible, because I like to be able to look in if I'm looking for a villager and just poke in through the window and see who's there. So yeah. So yeah, that's our storage room all set up. And one other thing I did in between episodes, let's take a look around. Sorry, I know I'm buzzing all over the place, is these guys right here. I added some little guard shacks. They're not the greatest thing in the world, but they get the job done, and at least we don't have our tokens, guard post tokens, just stuck on the side of the hill anymore like we did. So I also added a bridge over here, so that way zombies can track to our villagers and help them get some levels. And if I'm not mistaken, only the zombies attack. So yeah, it looks like everybody else is just ignoring the villagers. So yeah, they can just, or the guards, they can just run over there and slaughter a bunch of zombies and be good. So I added several more of those around. We got one in this corner, one over here, and another one right here. So we've got 4 of these little guard posts, and this is just the beginning of defensive structures that I want to add. I also want to, maybe get some walls added in certain spots and just, start making this city or village into a city. So before we get any further into today's episode, I've got one more question I'd like to ask you guys. Tell me what you think about this apartment building here. This was many episodes back, forever ago now, and we had all of these 2-room tokens, home 2 tokens, that I wanted to use because they were just sitting in a chest. So I wanted to come up with a design, and my kids wanted it to be an end theme design. So give me some comments down below and tell me what you think, if we should keep this build or if we should consider, totally demolishing it and doing something else with it. Give me your feedback. I'd love to hear it. All right, so now it's time to do something that we haven't done in a very long time. Well, at least I haven't done in a very long time. You might have watched that video recently for all I know. But for those of you that have seen it, we got a friendly neighborhood town over there that we promised to keep tabs on. So let's go over there and take a look and see how they are faring. I think I'm going to leave these guys to it. And yeah, we'll be right back. Let's head over to Desert Town. Where is the mayor? Ah, there she is. Hey, Madam Mayor. How's everything going here in Desert Town?
Hi, Mayor Slick. Welcome back. Things are getting better, but we're still not completely back on our feet yet.
I can understand that. These things take time. Is there anything I can do to help? I'm in town for a couple of days.
Thanks for the offer. That'd be great. Would you mind to check in with Miss Rosie Earthshaper? She's my head farmer.
Absolutely. I'll check in with you later.
Thanks.
Hi, Miss Rosie.
Hello, Mr. Slick.
Your mayor asked me to check in with you and see if there's anything I can do to help your village get back on its feet more quickly. What do you think you need help with the most?
That's so generous of you. We appreciate any help we can get. I think the biggest problem we have right now is the lack of good farmland. It's hard enough to grow food for everyone in the desert. Do you think you can help us set up a better system?
I think that's a great idea. I actually have a futuristic farming facility in my own village that I think could work very well here. It would at least triple your available farmland while also cut down on your water consumption. Would you like to see the plans for it?
That sounds incredible. I'd love to.
Here you go.
Wow, this is amazing. Do you think you can build something similar to that here?
We can do it together.
Great. When do we get started?
How about now?
Awesome. Thanks.
Well, we've got our work cut out for us now. So why don't we start by picking out a good location for this farming facility. I don't think this is the right spot. I was thinking about like maybe right over here. I could flatten out some of this a little bit, fill up that hole. Yeah, let me get some of this area cleaned up and then we'll get started. So as usual, I got a little carried away. There it is. I hope the mayor really enjoys it. It's not quite as big as the one we've got over in our village, but for the amount of villagers they've got here, it should be more than sufficient. Compressed cow, let's get them. I love those things. 9 cows. But yeah, so they should get this filled up in the near future. I went ahead and tilled everything for them, planted everything over here, got it all separated out. So right now, let's see, this top one, you can see we've got a line down the middle split in between beetroot and on this side and wheat on this side, and then they've got a layer of carrot and a layer of potatoes. So I went ahead and took out all the farmland over here, so this space, you know, the people of Desert Town will be able to expand in the future and build themselves something else nice over here. So yeah, things are shaping up. Let's go check in with the mayor again, perhaps, if we can find her, and see what she has to say.
Wow, thanks, Mayor Slick. This is incredible. This will certainly help our village provide enough food to go around.
It was my pleasure, Madam Mayor. I hope to be able to help you even more in the future.
I look forward to it. I hope you can come back soon.
Me too. So long, Madam Mayor. Until next time.
So long, Mayor Slick. Thanks again.
All right, so we've been here for a few days and we've got them all helped out. I think it's time to head back home. We're back in our storage room again. It seems that the villagers are having no problems leaving chests open or accessing all of these chests. And let's take a look where we have no seeds backed up, no sugar cane backed up. So it looks like we need to increase production on that. No potatoes, and only a few in here. So hopefully the farmers get on those potatoes. I might need to set some aside to only harvest potatoes. And let's see, our raw meats are all empty back here and we have no surplus of cooked meats. Let's check on these and see how they're doing. Nothing. Oh, plenty of raw chicken, so they just haven't cooked it, and plenty of raw mutton, so it's just beef and pork. But cooked, we got a decent amount of mutton here, a little bit of chicken, a good bit of pork chops, and of course we got a surplus of steak. So let's go ahead and excuse me, let's go ahead and see what it's noon right now ish. Let's see what our merchant wants, and we'll do some trading. All right, so there was quite a few things in there. Let's grab some redstone. Actually, let's clear out our inventory first. All right. So there's some of that. I know there was pork chops. We'll take 1, 2.5 of those. I believe chicken was on the list. We don't have a lot of it, but we could do one trade on that. Let's see. What else was on the list? Beetroot was on the list. Wool, I believe, was on the list. Alright, so I got the first round, as much as I could remember that he was asking for. Oh, eggs, I forgot eggs. So let's see, paper we got. Wool we got. No, he didn't want wool? Yeah, okay. Alright, so let's see what we missed. We missed eggs, steak, wheat, leather pants, and more cooked chicken. How much time do we have? We have time to go for another run. All 3 stacks and almost another quarter of emeralds. So let's get those put away in our town hall, and I put away this extra stack of eggs that I grabbed. We are definitely recouping our emeralds here. So let's see, the last thing that I want to do today is I want to get some more villagers going. So let's take 4, 5, 6. Let's go ahead and grab 6 of these hearts and crank out some babies. Let's put these eggs away. Like that. There we go. And let's crank out some babies. So we've got falling. All right, so we've got plenty of how am I stuck? All right. Problem solved. So yeah, we've still got plenty of empty beds available. So let's come in here and crank out some babies and see what we've got. Cassandra Kilmore, Tegan Turkinell, Siren Soper, Daniela Stormchapel, Naomi Base, Dodd Zone. So that was our 6 babies, and not a single one of them took a bed in here. All right, so we still at least have 1 full empty room. Alright, so in between episodes, we'll let those guys grow up, and then at the beginning of next episode, we'll get them all jobified. So I'm pretty sure we're going to stick with these 4 clerics, and then we'll grab a couple more guards. Let's just go ahead and take care of that now. Excuse me. Guard, oh, 36. Let's grab some more emeralds. Guards are not cheap anymore. Alright. There's 1. There's 2. And then we'll get these put away for next episode. There we go. All right, everybody. Unfortunately, that's all the time we're going to have for today's episode. If you liked it, please click that like button. Consider subscribing, share this video with your friends, and we will see you in the next episode. Thanks, and have a great night.